to Run, next week at 6 on Newswatch 10.
Hello, Iris. Wouldn't you know it? You are in the wrong office, Blondie.
Well, I hate to point out the obvious, but so are you. No, actually, I'm just here to discuss the women's health column with my sister. What's your excuse?
Well, I need to talk to her.
About what?
It's none of your beeswax. I think you should get off the desk, Iris.
Hmm? You know, Amanda is not in a flip-talking mood today. In fact, she's positively grim. You wouldn't happen to know why, I suppose.
Me?
Yes, you. Did you do something? Did you provoke her?
You want to know something about me, Iris? Ask me. Not him, me. You got it?
I could have left the plaque outside in the barn.
Oh, no. No, it's much warmer in the house.
You need to decide on the right time for a remembrance service of some kind. Here, I'll get...
I appreciate it. Thanks. I'll get it.
Coming.
Hi. Hi.
Here. Did you bring your father's notes? They're gone. The notes have been stolen.
No.
What the hell is going on?
Who brought us this basket of goodies anyway?
The elevator repair guy.
Oh, right, the elevator repair guy.
This is
yes,
a
yes.
place to be.
Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Morgan. Want to join the fight?
Let's see. Oh, sure do.
What are you signing?
A petition in favor of Doctors Harrison and Hudson.
Oh, that over here.
No, this one's the patient petition.
Oh, thanks. Is this one?
Thank you.
I'm glad you're doing this. This is great.
Yeah, I didn't think you people in pathology were so human.
We're not.
Oh.
Some lady in the cafeteria started the patient petition going. A new cook.
Kate Baker.
Yes. John Hudson treated her child, and it sort of took off from there. And
Well, John and Kelsey, you're definitely worth the effort.
right. Thanks.
Thank you.
They're, bringing the rapist back to the lab for round 2.
What do they need another autopsy for? The guy took a bullet in the chest.
What's going on? Another stiff. Just day in the life.
Yeah, I heard something about another autopsy.
That's right. We're cutting Kyle Barkley open again tonight. It's a command performance. You want to watch?
Victor has no alibi. Victor is going to jail. I have witnesses, Felicia. Your alibi's been blown sky high.
Arrest Victor.
Why, Felicia? Why?
I shot Kyle. I did it. Come on.
Felicia, what are you saying?
I'm sorry. I should have come forward a long time ago. I just thought the agreement,
Look, I know.
Lauren,
It's okay, sweetie. It's okay.
It's killing me watching you go through this all by yourself, honey. I just never thought it would go this far.
Why'd you think that, Felicia?
God. Because I knew that he was innocent.
Felicia, this isn't one of your damn romance novels. Sometimes the good guy goes to jail.
Well, not this time. Not this time. All right. I lied to you, Ryan. I'm sorry.
And you think that's supposed to make
No,
everything all better?
of course not. Please. Please. Let me tell you what really happened that night. Please.
Be careful, Felicia. I think before you do that, you should call your lawyer.
Chicken saucy, I like it seasoned right. I love my village saucery. Ooh, it bakes up nice.
New Village Saucery. 21 almost magical ingredients. Bake with chicken's natural juices to season chicken and make a luscious sauce. Simply add water, shake, Cover and bake.
A whole new way of cooking, a simple recipe. Get your taste buds working with Village Saucery. My Village Saucery.
The makers of Dymatap Extend Tabs advise you this could be the worst cold and flu season in 11 years.
My sneezing and nasal congestion can get horrible. My husband, who's a doctor, can give me anything, but he recommends Dymatap Extend Tabs.
12-hour Extend Tabs relieve even your worst nasal congestion, runny nose, and sneezing.
Dymatap is strong medicine.
Doctors have recommended the Dymatap brand over 200 million times for their families and yours.
The doctor in this house trusts Dymatap.
Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Your diaper has sprung a leak. Go pick some Huggies Ultra Trim. The way they protect is unique. Huggies have unbeatable leakage protection because they're the only thin diapers with leak barriers made of special material that helps keep leaks from getting out, but still lets air in next to the skin. Now her garden is growing, and Mary is glowing with Huggies Ultra Trim diapers.
Mom, know what your kids get from the cereal in this balanced breakfast that they don't in this one? 40% more sugar. Doesn't that seem a little off balance? Crunchy sweet honey gold from Wheaties. Bet they'll never miss the sugar.
I told my girlfriend Rochelle I had dry skin. She kept telling me not to use soap.
Dove contains 1/4 moisturizing cream. It won't dry your face like soap.
With Dove, my face feels smoother, even better than Rochelle's. Don't tell her I said that.
Why are you doing another autopsy?
I just open them up, Dr. Winthrop. I report what I see, then I close them back up again. I don't ask why. I don't care why.
You better start caring why. He was my friend.
Not something I'd be proud of.
Come on, Lane, the guy's dead. Leave him in peace.
They're going to be bringing him up from the morgue any minute now, Connie. Don't keep us waiting.
I'm sorry. We don't usually deal with friends and family in pathology.
It's a good thing.
Lane can be very cold, but he's really very good at what he does.
What, are you trying to make excuses for that guy?
Look, we deal with people who don't feel anything anymore. Maybe it rubs off.
Uh-huh. Well, Kyle had problems. I know he raped Lorna, but he was a good friend. He was a good doctor. He was a human being.
It's still hard to get past what he did, Morgan.
What's that expression, Connie, about throwing stones?
My sympathies are with the victim, not the rapist. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Yes, I remember how you and practically all the staff did the same thing by treating me like a leper, too.
Morgan, it wasn't just us. Everyone in Bay City thought you were guilty until Barkley showed up. Give us a break. I mean, it's over, right?
If you say so.
I'm going to remember everything about this moment. The soft institutional color of the walls. Your beautiful laugh. Smell of the flowers. Or is that your animal musk?
Ooh, oh, you romantic you. Now, why this particular moment?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
We're in bed together. Alone. You know, I mean, this is a moment that's just filled with you and me. And it'll probably be at least 18 years before we experience it again.
Oh, he's complaining already.
No. Not in your life. I don't know which makes me happier. Snuggling with the most radiant new mother in the history of all motherhood, or being able to hold the most beautiful little baby girl in the history of all babyhood. Either way, I got it made. Thank you for making me a father.
Oh, it was my pleasure. That's the nursery.
Yeah.
Charlie wants her mommy.
Nope, I think Charlie's calling to say she misses her dad.
Charlotte Frame Winthrop's mother speaking.
Her father's here, too.
Frankie, is Cass there? Could I talk to him, please?
Yeah, sure. Hold on. It's Felicia, and something's wrong.
I'm here, honey. What's up?
I'm down at the police station. I need you, Cass.
What happened?
I'm sorry to take you away from Frankie and the new baby.
I'll be right there. You stay calm. Do you hear me? Felicia?
I'm trying.
Don't talk to anybody until I get there.
Please hurry, Cass. Please.
Talk about getting the rug pulled out from under you the night before the hearing.
Are you absolutely sure that the notes are gone?
Believe me, they were very well hidden.
Where?
In a boathouse down at the docks. It's very secluded. Hardly anybody knows the place exists.
Because it doesn't take much to attract a thief these days.
I'm afraid I haven't told you the worst of it.
What could be worse? We go head-to-head with Spader tomorrow.
I mean, he probably has the entire review committee in his back pocket, and we've just lost all hope of anything official to back us up.
Well, I believe that somebody meant it to happen that way.
You mean whoever it was went specifically after the notes? This wasn't just a random robbery?
It doesn't look like
Whoever broke in knew exactly what they were looking for.
John, you said the computer files are erased, too?
Yeah, but I had suspected that Spader was behind it, but how would he know who had the original documents?
And how would he know about the boathouse?
Whoever did this has effectively destroyed all traces of Ian's father's research. All we have now is what's left in our heads and the notes that we made.
I still don't get the point. I mean, how could anybody use that stuff?
I don't know. But I have a fair idea who took the notes.
Darling, you know, I would never go behind your back.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time.
Amanda, you are so unforgiving, and that is not a particularly attractive quality.
I know I'm a little too busy to worry about whether you think I'm attractive or not, okay? Now, why are you here?
Oh, don't worry about it. We'll talk about it when you feel better.
I feel fine.
Well, you don't look fine, and you certainly don't sound fine, and I'm prepared to take a very big wager that the reason is one Mr. Jake McKenna.
You know something, Iris? Where do you get off? Walking in
Yeah,
this...
Iris, where do you get off?
My, such protestations.
Oh, put a sock in it, Iris.
Well said, Amanda, well said.
Wait, what are you doing here?
Well, we need to pick out our next cover partner.
Obviously, I was mistaken, so I'll leave you two to get on to your very important work, and maybe we can catch up some other time, Amanda.
Listen, I hope you'll give me a chance to explain.
Picking a cover's pretty straightforward, Jake. There's no explanation necessary.
I meant about last night.
Well, it doesn't take a genius to figure that out either.
So, let's look at the perspective cover, shall we? Which one do you want?
What?
Would you please pay attention? What cover do you want?
Well, this one does it for me.
Well, it doesn't do it for me.
Parents always think their kids are the best. But when a child has diarrhea, parents often give something that's not the best to help prevent dehydration. Juice or sports drinks can be hard for a child's body to absorb quickly. Give your kids what pediatricians recommend for quick absorption, Pedialyte, with the correct balance of carbohydrate and electrolytes for quick absorption. Pedialyte. Don't your kids deserve the best?
What's the worst thing about maxi pads? A pad can't protect if it won't stay where you put it. That's why Kotex put something special on its new maxi pad, a wraparound tab from Velcro USA. It stays in place better than an ordinary pad, so it can really protect. Introducing Kotex Secure Hold, because your pad can only protect you if it really stays put. Kotex understands.
You can't breathe. You're sneezing. Your sinuses and nasal passages are blocked. Where do you go for help? Last time you went to your doctor for a prescription. This time he told you to get the same prescription-strength medicine without a prescription. Tavis D, the antihistamine decongestant that was once the most prescribed by doctors, is now the most recommended by doctors for 12 hours of relief.
Good morning.
Tavis D, 1 tablet, 12 hours, no prescription.
Alpha Hydrox is going to turn everything you think about skincare on its head. When you hear what Alpha Hydrox does, you'll flip too. Alpha Hydrox can reduce the appearance of wrinkles using a fruit acid as a natural exfoliant,
while it improves the way your skin looks and feels. Oh, and it's under $10.
Try it and see for yourself. Alpha Hydrox, available at drug, discount, and grocery stores.
NBC congratulates our soap opera award winners.
Patrick Muldoon.
Louise Surratt.
Scott Groff. Deborah Adair. Lisa Rinna.
Melissa Reed.
Jacob
focused it.
Robert Kelper Kelly.
The favorite show is Days of Our Lives.
Check out the winners on Days of Our Lives. Congratulations.
Hold it. If you know who's got it in for us, you've got to tell us.
I don't know if it's somebody who has it in for you per se.
Ian, our medical careers could go down the toilet tomorrow. Now, we have a right to know.
I know, but until I find this person and find out the truth, I'm not going to give out their name.
Look, Ian, I don't know if you understand, but if we lose our privileges at Bay City General, we won't be able to get jobs anywhere else. And if a formal complaint is made to the medical association...
And Spader will make sure that the one will be filed.
We could lose our licenses.
And the world will lose 2 of its best doctors.
Kelsey, I understand. As soon as any of my suspicions are confirmed, I will let you know.
But there's still a chance that Rachel Corey might come back in time to testify, isn't there?
Actually, that's not looking so good either. I thought for sure she'd see the ad I placed in the Times by now, but she hasn't
Paulina,
called.
the ad was a good idea.
But it didn't work, Kelsey.
It's still running, isn't it? There's a chance she could come back.
Yes, I guess we have to hope.
Well, we'll be there tomorrow.
Thank you. Well,
if I find out anything about the notes, I'll let you know as soon as I do.
Thanks.
Keep the faith, okay?
I'll
We'll
try.
be there.
See ya.
bye.
You think Jake did it, don't you?
I don't think we should discuss this. Come on, I'll take you home.
Ian.
I'm gonna take this up to my room. I'll be there if you need me.
Thanks, Jesse.
Definitely the hands of a doctor. You were born to the profession.
So are you.
Rachel's testimony might help. I mean, there's no one more persuasive than she is.
And there's no one more obsessed than Spader.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have the last word.
You're right. Rachel has to convince a committee, not Spader.
I feel guilty not telling Paulina that Rachel's back in town.
So do I. But I have to respect Rachel's wishes and not let anyone know that she's here.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey. You two look productive.
Well, aren't we big on purple?
Wow. You hungry?
Yeah, I soaked the beans, stir in the pot.
Oh, thank you. Oh. What's the book?
American history. I'm doing a report on Thomas Jefferson. Yeah. You know, he was a pretty cool guy for that time. Did a lot of work to help the people.
You like history, don't you? Politics, government.
Sure, especially now we have some Latino politicians in D.C.
Well, how about joining them yourself for a few days?
What are you talking about? Hey, we went over this class trip thing, okay? There's no way it's gonna work out.
Well, actually, that's not true.
Okay? We sat right here and we went over it twice. Okay, you and me. Okay, we're not gonna go. We don't have enough money to go, and we're just not gonna go.
You see, that's not true either.
Look, I know I don't want to wish for things that I can't have. Okay, what I have now is enough. Not forever, but for right now, I'm okay with things.
Well, but you know, I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. See, I never told anybody this before, but my mother always taught me to put some money aside for a rainy day.
You have money I don't know about?
Not a lot, but $100.
Not a lot? Are you crazy, Kate? Think what we can do with $100.
Yeah, well, I have thought about it, and I want you to go on that class trip to
No way.
Washington. No, I called the school. You still have time to sign up.
Who asked you?
I wanted to surprise you.
Yeah, well, you did that. $100 kicking around and you decide without me. Where did you get it?
I already told you. I put it aside little by little.
Where'd you get it? In your shoe? Did you get it in the cookie jar? Well, we don't have a cookie jar. Where'd you get it? Did you get it in the back of your drawers? Did you stash it in an envelope?
Stop it. That's my private drawer. Now stop. Tomas, what are you doing?
You sold it.
What?
You did, Kate. You sold the wedding ring.
So, this is how you see the Valentine's issue. Celebrities and their dogs.
I think it's fun. It's colorful.
It's not exactly romantic.
Well, I happen to love it.
You don't even own a dog, Amanda. I think that you're...
I think that your judgment is a little off on
Well,
this one.
Jake, you know, little lace hearts and roses really don't make my heart beat any faster.
No, but a Labrador in a red trench coat does.
Look, I'm a little passé on this. Why don't we run it past the editorial staff and take a vote?
Fine.
Amanda,
What?
I really would like to talk about this.
I can't. I have a meeting with the head of the
You're obviously
circulation
very
department.
upset about what happened last night. Why don't we
No,
just
what is
talk it
obvious,
out?
Jake, is I'm a very busy woman, and unlike certain other people, I happen to take my job very seriously.
Yes, you take your job very seriously. Too seriously. I mean, come on, you're acting like I molested you last night. All I did was give you a kiss.
With trusting eyes, the children show, minds open, hearts true, our spirits grow. The touch, the feel, the fabric of our lives. The touch, the feel of cotton, the fabric of our lives.
Time to get up. Come on.
Later.
Wake up to Folgers Decaffeinated. It's naturally decaffeinated, but more than that, it's Folgers, with the remarkable richness of mountain-grown beans, which give it all the aroma and taste of regular Folgers to help brighten your morning. In fact, if you didn't know Folgers Decaffeinated was decaffeinated...
Coffee? I was thinking maybe we should start drinking decaffeinated coffee.
Decaffeinated? But how could a decaffeinator wake me up like this does?
Best part of waking up. Even decaffeinated.
It's Folgers in your cup.
She knew that Max Factor's 2,000-calorie mascara would fatten her lashes. But then what?
The waiter's stare as she ordered dinner suggested that he was preoccupied with something. She wondered what. But when he asked her what kind of dressing she would like on her lashes, his Freudian slip told her exactly what was on his mind.
2,000-calorie mascara fattens lashes more than 200%. Lashes that get noticed. From Max Factor International.
You're looking at processed hair, dry, damaged hair, baby fine hair. You're looking at the healthy, shiny results of using one of the new line of Pantene Pro V treatment conditioners every day. Pantene Special Pro Vitamins improve hair deep down. So now with all you do to your hair, you can make it healthy, shiny Pantene hair. The new line of Pantene Pro V treatment conditioners for hair so healthy it shines.
Get the hair you were meant to have.
Some people get nasal congestion, but if you get sinus congestion, use a sinus spray like Sinex. Only Sinex has a decongestant plus Vicks Vapors, so you can feel your swollen passages open up. For sinus, think Sinex.
We are business partners, Jake, okay? The emphasis is on business. I mean, I have every right to be angry and offended, you name it.
Yes, you do.
That kiss was totally inappropriate.
You know, it seemed to me for a split second, however, that you responded in like.
Your ego is truly monumental. I mean, if you think that I wanted you to kiss me, then you were totally
I just said
nuts.
that you responded. I thought that you responded.
Well, I seem to remember pushing you away.
You most certainly did, and you were absolutely right. You laid out the boundaries, I stepped across the line. I mean, I didn't plan it, but it just happened.
If you were trying to use that kiss to undermine me with the stockholders, so...
Rein in your imagination, all right?
You know, Jake, corporate fun and games have forced a lot of executives to resign. Even worse, most of them being females.
I wouldn't do that.
Why not? I mean, the whole world knows every trick that you played to get this
Amanda,
far.
it wasn't a trick. It was a gamble that I lost.
Okay, what were you hoping to win?
All right, I know that you say that my ego is big, but it's taken a heck of a beating lately, all right? I mean, yesterday I needed... This thing with Paul... I don't want to go into all this, okay?
Please don't.
I just came into your office to tell you that I stepped out of line, I was sorry, and that it will never happen again.
Good.
So... Why don't I just run these over to the editorial paper?
I'll get there as soon as I can.
Felicia, you ask me for my help, and then you won't let me give it. We need to talk in private before you do this.
He's right, Felicia.
I love you, both of you. But I think it's too late for that. I've hurt so many people by holding back. Mostly you, Victor. And maybe if she hears about it, Lorna will come home.
Yeah, but come home to what? You've got to give yourself a fighting chance.
It's okay. I'm ready, Ryan.
Interview with Felicia Gallant concerning the murder of Kyle Barkley. Go ahead.
That night, I went back to the studio.
What time was that?
It was late. We really did go to Lorna's apartment. We wanted to stay, but she didn't want us to. Victor and I left together. I asked him if he wanted to go for coffee, and he didn't. So I went back to KBAY.
For what purpose?
I wanted to get the videotape of the interview I had done on Lorna.
What was so important about that? Why couldn't it wait until morning?
I was worried about it. The interview had gone so badly that day, and I had said Kyle's name on air. I know we were facing a possible lawsuit from him. I didn't know what he was going to do. I just thought that if I had the tape in my hand, we would all be a lot safer. I can't tell you how many times I stayed awake at night thinking about if I had just gone to the studio a little earlier that night. It doesn't matter. I don't know how long he had been there waiting. When I got to the studio and walked in, it was very dark. It was creepy in a way. I decided that I would try and find the lights. I headed towards the control room. All of a sudden, he was there, standing in front of me. He yelled at me. It was like one of those bad dreams where you keep living it over and over again. You want to run and you can't. You want to scream and you can't. He was so close to me. The man who raped my daughter. I was so scared. I don't think I've ever been so afraid of anyone or anything in my life.
Maybe you ought to take a lesson from our pal here. Make too many enemies, you may find yourself on some marble slab one of these days.
Nice talk.
Take heed.
I don't have enemies.
You don't have friends.
But I don't have any enemies. Yeah, the medical examiner needs a new watch. This is the third time this month he's kept us waiting.
This report is really sloppy, Lane. What happened?
Weren't you here?
No.
Oh, that's right. You were sick. Well, we were short-handed. There were too many customers. I guess we missed a couple things.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, well, get it right this time.
You know how lucky we are they hadn't released him for burial?
Well, maybe the cops aren't doing such a hot job themselves. You want to get a cup of coffee?
Now?
You don't mind, do you, Barkley? Thanks, you're a sport. Come on, let's let the medical examiner cool his heels for a change.
People were ready to help you. People like Marley Hudson were willing to help a rapist get better, maybe even start over, and I would have been there for you. You know that. I would have been there in spite of everything. I would have been there for you. But you, damn you, I was your friend. Doesn't that mean anything to you? Do you have to keep screwing up my life? Do you have to do that? Do you have to screw up the lives of other people?
You're losing it, Winthrop. Barkley's talking days are over.
When you're suffering from sinus pain, you can't take a medicine that can make you drowsy. Sudafed Sinus has a maximum strength pain reliever and the non-drowsy decongestant in Sudafed to relieve sinus headache and congestion, so you stay alert. Sudafed Sinus.
Look at Prego on the left, Ragu Old World Style on the right. You can see Prego pours out thicker, Ragu Old World Style thinner. Need more proof? All you need are breadsticks. Prego stands for thickness. Prego, it's in there.
And with you, you take me away to another world.
It's frightening and humiliating, and it's legal in many states. Paddling our children in school. What you see will shock you on The Next Lisa. Weekdays on NBC Daytime.
How much of your life has been stolen by that voice that nags, worries, obsesses about your weight?
I'm starting a diet tomorrow.
That voice in your head that's so hard on your body.
I'm huge.
And you?
I have no willpower.
And what would you do if you could have that time back? Imagine instead a voice that speaks your dreams and a body that lives them. The new Jenny Craig. Call 1-800-94-JENNY.
He was a rookie in the FBI. She was his mistress and secret informer. Their affair was perfect until the night he decided to kill her.
And all there was just some little bones. We didn't have a body.
On the next Maury Povich show, in an exclusive interview, this woman goes face to face with the man who murdered her sister.
I couldn't look at her because I was so disgusted with myself.
Did she deserve to die like this?
My mindset at that time was just complete panic.
On the next Maury.
Today at 3, here on WJAR Channel 10.
RX for Stress, this week at 11, only on Newswatch 10.
You take me away to another world.
Sorry. I just keep seeing his face.
Can we take a little break here, Detective? No, actually, I think it's better if we forge ahead. You've come this far. We're here. Just tell us what happened next.
So Kyle Barkley was standing in front of you. Then what?
He demanded that I give him the videotape. Well, I wasn't about to do that. It got very loud. All of a sudden, he grabbed me. We struggled, and I pushed him away. I ran. He ran after me, but I got to the dressing room before him, and I shut the door and locked it. That's when I remembered the gun.
The gun that you and Victor had taken away from Lorna.
I really did put that gun in the dressing room in my vanity. When I got in there, I took the gun out, and I stood in the middle of the room. I waited for him. I thought he was going to kill me. I don't know how long I stood there. At some point, I thought maybe there was a chance he'd left. I mean, I didn't hear anything. So I unlocked the door, and I stepped out, and I walked to the stage again.
Were you still carrying the gun?
Yes, I was pointing it. I didn't hear him. I didn't see him. But I thought maybe I should leave by the back way, so I made my way around the back of the stage. All of a sudden, he jumped out, grabbed me, we struggled, and I kicked him. Somehow got away. He was still coming after me. I fell into the chair. I fired the gun. I shot him.
He had it coming.
It was self-defense. Cut and dried.
We're not making any judgments here, Cass. We're simply gathering information, finally. Did you ever think that you had killed Kyle Barkley?
I don't know what I thought. I couldn't think.
Felicia, did it ever occur to you for a second that you had just killed a man?
Care.
It's all right. It's over.
Dear God. I just didn't want him to come at me anymore. You understand?
You know you're here to see me?
No, I am sure that our young people's role model is here to see me, but it really doesn't matter. I'm too busy, so get out of my way.
No, you are not going anywhere.
Don't you ever work in your office? I've been all over this building.
Oh, you came to see me?
No, I was trying to find Ian because I was sure he was trying to find you.
Well, it really doesn't matter. You're both wasting your time. Amanda and I have 2 different meetings we need to go.
What did you do with my father's notes?
Ian,
Stop
don't,
it.
please.
You know something? You are out of your mind. I gave your father's notes
Well,
to
they're
Pauline.
gone, and I know damn well that you
This
took
is
them.
a little paranoid, even for you. I gave your notes to Paulina. Now, why would I take them back?
For the same reason you gave them to her in the first place.
Which was?
Which was to butter her up.
Ian!
Look, I don't know, man. I just don't know. Maybe you figured there was some money to be made somehow.
With a bunch of scribbled notes.
I don't know what your game is. But I am not going to stand by and let you crush John and Kelsey's careers.
Oh, that's right. Amanda, Paulina and Ian think that I am the devil in the flesh. Well, not special. See you in the conference room, Amanda. And if I have any free time before lunch, I'll see if I can step on a couple employees.
Ian, don't. Ian, please. Please. I'm sorry to barge in here like this.
Ian, somebody stole your father's notes?
Yes, and the computer files at the hospital containing all of Leon Rain's research were erased, too.
Why?
I don't know. It's pretty far out for a man in Spader's position, but whoever did it seems to want John and Kelsey out of the medical profession.
He went to the hospital to see Frankie.
You must be pretty excited about that baby, huh?
Oh, well, who wouldn't be? I was about to make myself a pot of tea. Would you like some?
Sure.
Herbal, okay?
I wouldn't say no to a little caffeine.
Oh, I try not to drink it myself when I'm at home.
Don't worry about it. Herbal's fine.
No. I think I have some Earl Grey down here. Actually, somewhere. Yes, here it is.
That's wonderful. Thanks. You know, I can see why John picked you.
We picked each other. Why? Just because I can boil a pot of water?
No, you must be word sick about that hearing tomorrow, and yet here you are making me a cup of tea. You put others before yourself. My mother was like that.
I see.
Like, well, you must have skipped a generation, though I sure don't have that gene.
Don't put yourself down, Josie. I mean, you came up with the idea for the memorial service for your mom. I mean, you had the plaque made. That was a lovely gesture.
Yeah, but that was more for me, and a way to say goodbye. So I could let her go, you know? It was easier not to think about Mama when I was on the coast.
Well, you had your work.
She just wasn't a part of all of that. But here, I mean, everything comes back. Everything reminds me.
Sometimes it's hard to move on when you've lost someone. Don't fight the memories, Josie. I mean, in order to really let go, you're going to have to learn to live with them. Try to have them bring you joy instead of sadness, you know? You know, I think it's time that you had this.
What is it? My mother's scrapbook?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, I remember that dress. Oh, this is amazing. We used to sit and and talk while she pasted pictures in it. You know, sometimes I think that she didn't understand me at all, but there was actually a lot of good times. Oh, boy, she was beautiful, wasn't she? I'm sorry,
Don't be.
thank you.
You're welcome. You know, I haven't had a chance to talk to John about giving you this, but I'm sure he'll be pleased.
It's more than giving me this. Thank you for making me feel like I still belong here. I mean, you've really been so generous.
Smells good.
Same old, same old.
It's fine with me. I'm sorry I yelled.
I know.
I wish money wasn't so important. I can't fall asleep some nights worrying.
It's not right for a boy your age. This should be a carefree time in your life.
Somebody else's life you're talking about. My life is here with you and Louisa.
Tomas, you have got to think beyond this little apartment. You're so bright. You have a chance at a real future. But you've got to put yourself first every once in a while.
I'm on the honor roll. What more do you want?
Oh, sweetie. Education isn't only in the books. It's out there in the world. But you have to be more a part of it in order to grow. That trip to Washington could teach you so much about our country's independence and about your own.
That ring was important to you. That's why you kept it so long.
It was a symbol of something that didn't last. It's not like we even got married.
But you loved him.
Yes, I did. But who knows? Maybe holding on to that thing all these years has kept me from moving on with my life. Believe me, I do. I think selling it is one of the best things I ever did.
I just hope you won't be sorry.
I promise you I won't. I promise you. Oh, I can't wait till you get back from that trip, and we'll sit here and we'll discuss everything that you saw. I bet it's changed so much since I was there.
I'm not going on that trip.
Tomas, I sold the ring. It's done. I want you to put the money to good use.
Okay, we have bills to pay. We'll use the $100 for that.
I don't...
Princesa Luisa, come on. Well, look at you. Look at you, honey. Are you a big lady or what? So cute.
So, tomorrow is the happy day, huh?
Yes, finally I get to go home with my daughter. You know, these nurses, they're always whisking her off to one test or another. They measure her, they weigh her, they treat her like she's a little chicken. And then they put her under these lights.
Well, they have to keep her body temperature up, right?
Is that why they do that?
Sure it is.
Oh. Well, I can't help but feel sorry for the poor little thing. I mean, she's all warm and quiet in this cocoon, and then boom, lights, camera, action.
She's gorgeous, happy, healthy, beautiful, and going home tomorrow, you should count your blessings.
I do.
Yes,
Believe
good.
me, every second I do. Tomorrow's going to be pretty rough for you, isn't it?
We'll manage.
I wish there was something I could do to help.
I think you'll be a little busy.
Yeah, I will, won't I? I wanted to help you find Rachel, but I think my daughter will have other plans. I did sign the petition, though, and so did Cassie Morgan.
Petition?
Yeah, some resident came around with the petitions. She said that practically the whole hospital had signed.
Which resident was it? I'll have to thank her.
I don't think I caught her name, but there was two. The patient petition was started by some cafeteria worker, Kate something or other, I think.
Kate Baker?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Kate Baker. This is the most amazingly generous woman I have never met.
Well, there are some unselfish people left in the world. I happen to be staring right at one of them.
You know, an hour ago, I wouldn't have given you a dime for the entire human race, with a few notable exceptions,
Thank
of
you.
course. But after having gone down to the nursery and seen the belle of the nursery, Charlotte Frame Winthrop, sleeping so beautifully and peacefully, and then hearing about Kate Baker and her petition, I have to tell you, Frankie, there's a little hope just seeping back in there.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. It's not over till some other fat lady sings.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
I knew I'd heard that before.
Listen, you give Charlie a kiss for me.
Well, she's going to be back in a few minutes. Don't you want to hold her?
Oh, I do, and I will. But right now, I'm going to go and track down Kate Baker and thank her.
Oh, okay. Listen, good luck tomorrow, okay?
Thank you very much.
Hey, Morgan.
Hey, I need to talk to Cass. Where is he?
Oh, look, I guess there's no point in keeping this a secret any longer. He called me from the police station. He's there with Felicia.
Why?
Apparently, she's the one who shot Kyle.
She did?
Yeah. And she's going to be arrested for his murder. Morgan, where are you going?
Sorry.
No problem. Is this Frankie's room?
Well, it says Frame Winthrop right there, so I guess it is.
Great, great. So you gonna stick around and see the baby?
Actually, I'm gonna head off. I gotta do a few things.
You know, Ian, for what it's worth, I don't think Jake took the notes, okay?
I figured as much.
Why else? Look, he gave me back those notes when I asked them, and what possible motive could he have for trying to mess up Johnny Kelsey's life?
Why do you keep sticking up for Jake? I don't understand.
I'm not.
I'm not gonna argue with you about this, okay? The guy is a con artist.
Don't be angry
I'm not
with
getting
me.
angry with you. I'm just sick and tired of waiting for you to wake up. I'll see you at the White House, right?
$2,000 is best for. Everyone's got it, up high and down low. It's good when it's smooth and great when it glows. It's the part that you'll find your other parts in. Give up. Lever 2000 is best for your skin because it's got the most effective skincare ingredients you can get in a deodorant soap. So it's best for parts here and best for parts there. The best way to show your parts that you care. Lever 2000, the deodorant soap that's best for your skin and all your 2,000 parts.
Hi. Come in.
I just went over the revised budget figures for the next quarter. See what you think.
Jake?
Yeah.
Congratulations on the cover.
Well, we'll see if we can get your pooches on for the 4th of July.
I'll make a note of it. Well, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Dee Dee, are you still out there? Did we leave this intercom on?
How's my favorite gumshoe? Iris Wheeler, of course. Well, yes, it might be quite some time, seeing you don't even recognize my voice. Well, I'm glad that you're still in the detective business, because I've got a top-secret job for you. Sleuthing after Jake McKinnon and Amanda Corey. Mm-hmm. Yes, my sister. Well, the two of them have seemed to have gotten to some deep, murky waters, and if they go under, I certainly don't want Corey going under with them. The usual. 24-hour surveillance everywhere. Oh, and, I want you to make some special notes about the time they spend away from the office together. Of course, they're beautifully photogenic, both of them. And I've become quite the little video nut lately, if you know what I mean. Listen, Nick. I want all their time. Business and personal. Meticulously documented.
There's a picture missing here.
Really?
Yeah, it was my favorite one. Mom had her "Isn't the world wonderful" smile on.
Well, maybe it'll show up somewhere.
I hope so. Yeah, I think about my mom every day. Sometimes just a second before I go to sleep and when I'm driving. But there's still this distance, even when I look at the book.
Oh, I thought the scrap would bring you closer to her.
It does. It's just the sound of her voice I can't get back. Even when I concentrate very hard, I still can't really hear it. You know, the weirdest thing happened, though, the other day when I was eating those cookies.
What cookies?
You know, the ones that the lady dropped off from the hospital for, John?
What do cookies have to do?
Yeah, nothing. It's silly. It's just that when I took a bite out of one of those cookies, suddenly I heard my mom saying, Josie Watts, if you eat one more of those cookies, you're going to be sick. It's funny. It was wonderful. I can't hear it now, though.
So, why do you think it happened then?
I don't know. Maybe because the cookies tasted just like the ones my mom used to make. Her oatmeal raisin with just a pinch of coconut. I never knew anyone else who did that. I didn't know you were going out.
Oh, you know, I just remembered an important errand. I forgot to run. I'll be back. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Who's there?
Dr. Hudson.
Are you here about Louisa? Did the lab find something on her blood test?
No, not that I know of. Actually, I came by to see Kate Baker. Is she here?
Felicia is not a murderer.
Yeah, well, Kyle's dead. And she pulled the trigger. I'm sorry, Victor. We can't just send her home with a nice pat on the head.
She feared for her life. I can cite volumes of precedent.
Well, I'm sure the DA would just love to listen to everything you have to say, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to lock you up. I'm sorry, Felicia.
Felicia didn't kill him.
Morgan, the game is up.
It doesn't matter whether she shot him.
What the hell are you talking about, Morgan?
Kyle did not die from a gunshot wound.
What?
This is Greg Liggins. They have nowhere to run. How do homeless teens survive on the streets? A special report tonight on Newswatch 10. And a pain-killing drug that could be deadly. Those stories beginning up front at 5:30.